If the Conservative Party of Canada wants to win the next federal election, it needs to espouse conservative values and stop trying to appease all voters. The CPC spent the last 2 elections trying to be liberal-light with moderate success. Erin O'Toole lost in 2021, winning only 119 seats, and Andrew Scheer lost in 2019 with 121 seats. We see several of the CPC leadership hopefuls also being liberal-light, including former Quebec Liberal leader and Premier Jean Charest. Charest supports many of Trudeau's policies which are driving up inflation, including the carbon tax. People are pushing back against wokeness, and the CPC can be the choice for Canadian voters if it gives a clear conservative option. Even in left-wing San Francisco, they have recalled school board trustees and a district attorney for being too left-wing and replacing them with conservatives. Canadian David Frum describes conservatism as trying to conserve life as it is today. It's time for the CPC to cash in on Canadians who are unhappy with where Canada is progressing to. Given recent controversy in the Regina Public Schools about Pride Month activities, including a drag queen story time for 5-year-olds, parents are filling up my email, text messages, phone calls, Twitter DMs, Instagram DMs, and Facebook messages. There's an enormous opportunity for the CPC to be the alternative to the crazy town that is Canada today. Political parties who attempt to please everyone risk pleasing no one. Just look at the NDP and the Liberal marriage for an example. It's impossible to be a conservative while also appealing to Liberal voters because there are stark contrasts. There's no way to put a coalition together with high and low tax policies, big and small state ideals, and interventionist versus laissez-faire regulations. It's a clear line in the sand between liberal and conservative values. The CPC just needs to draw the line instead of having one foot on each side. If the CPC comes out with a clear purpose and vision, it will provide clarity for voters to know what they are getting. One reason Pierre Poilievre signed up over 300,000 new CPC members is his clear vision for the country. Pierre's slogan of "Take back control of your life" is clear and easy to understand. Plus, all his big policies revolve around that slogan. Pierre wants you to control your life, not Trudeau's nanny state. He said, "I am running for Prime Minister to put you back in charge of your life and to make Canada the freest nation on earth." Pierre's website clearly lays out major conservative values such as small government, low taxes, and laissez-faire regulations in 2 sentences. It says, where smaller government makes room for bigger citizens, where people have the freedom to build a business without red tape and heavy tax. Now, Trudeau wants to redistribute wealth, and the CPC must show that to increase everyone's wealth, the money needs to stay in people's bank accounts, not the government's. How hard is it to promote lower taxes? Have you ever heard anyone say, "I wish they taxed me more"? No, you haven't, unless the person is in Vancouver high on hard street drugs, which is probably why Trudeau wants to legalize them. But that's for another column. Conservatives across the country want a CPC that is conservative. If they didn't, Pierre would not have signed up 300,000 members, which is a record for any Canadian political party. Don't break Pierre's record. Play it to win the Prime Minister's office.